Hi, I'm Angela, and this is a video about what do you value in family and how does that create how you love or define how you love. So, a lot of family relationships are very unique to that particular family. So, when you're looking at the way you love, sometimes I call it your signature of love, and it's also very much driven by your personality. It's going to be strongly affected by your family and what you value in family, what you want from your family, is defined a lot by how you belong or how you don't belong or feel you don't belong to your family. So you may know many people who have left their family, moved away from their family, rebelled against their family in some way. That's still a relationship to the family. And you may be experiencing that where you feel connected somehow to your family, but not really close. So you might feel also like your personality is quite different to your family, and you've maybe moved away from them, not just physically, but connection wise and emotionally wise or communication wise. You've distanced yourself, but you feel like there's something that you value about the family. So sometimes if you're looking at what do you value about your family, it's really helpful to consider what are the things that I feel good about with my family. If you are feeling like you don't belong to your family, this might be something that you might not really find easy to do. But just sit down and write a list or notes about what you feel good about your family. It can be something simple as a sense of humor, a way of playing a certain game. It can be more deeper. It can be things that you like about the way they think and what they do in their life or what they do in their world or their community. It can be about their way of living, so their lifestyle and the way that they maybe raised you or the way that they operate as a household. So all of these things are very minutia type based, but they're very important in terms of looking at what values that you want in your intimate love relationship and in your home environment. So the family you are born into is going to be a huge impact on your home environment, and the home you create in future is going to be in opposition to some of the things they did and taking a lot of what they did into account. So if you're looking at what do you value about family, is family for you something that you feel is about nurturing a home space? Is it about providing support for you when you need something? Is it about encouraging you to do different things in the world? Is it about a verbal acknowledgement and communication? Is it about some sort of ideological or philosophical outlook on the world where you can move forward together? Perhaps it's a religious connection or a spiritual understanding or a concept, a way of looking at the world and being able to look at that intellectual side of things and create a framework that makes sense of the world to you. Traditionally, a lot of cultures came together on that. How do we make sense of the world? And we built communities around that. Now we've got so many different families in the community with their own different way of looking at the world. So what you value in your family is going to be largely influenced by the people that raise you and also challenged or improved by your community. Your community is going to say, well, that's your family system. This is what the community creates from all of the different families. So if we look at our families and the value that they give to us, how does that influence your signature of love, the way you look for love? I mentioned a few things just previously, but is it about a physical way of living? So that's your body. Emotionally, is it about being there when you need someone? So it's nurturance or support. And actually just that can also include emotional intimacy, like someone to listen to your problems or just be there and hear you out. Is it about communication? being able to talk and really connect, get creative, have a sense of humor, or intellectually discuss things. And then spiritually, so that's the mind, in spiritually, is it about much more of a point of view and a framework on what brings family together? So each of you will have your own priority. Some people really prioritize physical environment, and that's where couples sometimes get out of whack because the partner may have a different value system. They might prioritize physical environment, and someone might be more of a verbal person and need you to intellectually just listen to them, stimulate them, and provoke them, or inspire and support them with your language. And that's where we can get a lot of couples with different value systems or different priorities in their values. It also is very connected to the 5 love languages from Dr. Gary Chapman, but in another way, it's also about what's important for you in the relationship, in the home environment. What are the things you need for your partner to keep on recognizing and spending time with you with? Or if you've got a family unit, what are the things that you want to create for the family? So that's the physical environment, the emotional nurturance and connection, emotional intimacy, the mental stimulation and banter and chatting, and then the spiritual focus or philosophical outlook of what the family is there for each other.